Dyersville.
So is that like what you guys are doing now? One goes to the guys, one goes to the girls?
When we're separate, yeah, when it's separated, just I lucked out. I got the girls.
And just underway for the JV game here. There's no freshman contest early tonight. Dyersville won the tip. And the ball's going to go out of bounds to Maquoketa. Coming up shortly, we'll have Coach Deputy join us and do the coaches show here during the JV game. Get it down low. Carly getting double teamed, kicks it back out. Now she's going to have a nice, easy look off the glass on a nice feed there by Carly at the rebound on the defensive end, and I already forgot the camera. Callie Brown gets tied up. It's going to stay Maquoketa's ball. CJ throws it into Carly, takes that size advantage, and up for another two, and she has four. Dyersville misses, rebound by Yeager. Jackie, left hand, not able to line it up. Dyersville at the rebound. And coast to coast, off the glass, no good. Put back, also no good, and Jackie's going to rebound. Take back possession for Maquoketa. Backdoor cut by CJ. Gets off glass, no good. Gets her own rebound. At the Brown. Emma Chapin able to save it. Miller. Carly off the glass, no good. Carly reaches up, offensive rebound and up, and she has 6. Cardinals with the 6-0 lead over Dyersville. First quarter here, JV game. Half-court trap by the Cardinals. And we're going to have a foul called on Callie Brown. Dyersville being patient on this offensive set. Working it down low, and it's going to be blocked by Jackie. And the shot by Jenna Lansing. Hope Meyer will check in. Callie Brown check out. And Hope almost had this steal, but should be the last one to touch it before it went out of bounds. Go stay with Dyersville Beckman. Shelby Perk will go to the line after the foul on Yeager. And hits the first. And she hits both. Yeager beats the pressing defense for her first two. And another Cardinal foul. Might be Hope Meyer's second in the last 3 seconds. And it is. Puts Lil McDermott at the line, misses the first. And hits the second. Dyersville will try full court trap. And we have a foul called. It's going to be on Shea Steffen. Blocked by Carly. Stay Dyersville ball. Blocked by Jackie this time. Here, another tie ball. It's going to go to Maquoketa this time. Up ahead, Carly Davis with the left, no good. And Dyersville with the breakout. Short off the rim. Rebounded by Michaela Birkin. Kayla finds Hope Meyer. Works inside, Jackie. Tries to kick it back out. They deflected off of Dyersville. Well set. Nice look. Yeager to Davis. Oh. Hey, Coach Depke joins us.
Hello.
Well, the other night you had your break, then you got back after it the other night. I don't think you quite got exactly what you wanted the other night, did you, though?
No. I mean, yes, in terms of we got the win, but it was It was not a pretty thing. The break did two things for us. That one, it helped us get healthy, but two, we were peaking at the right time. We were peaking. We played very, very well the week of the Mount Vernon game and the week of the Marion game, and not so good on Friday night at or at West Delaware, but we still got the win. So can't complain too much. But there's always things we can work on.
Yeah, I did. You did have a couple of girls dealing with some sickness and stuff like that, so I'm sure that played a little part in it. But no, Sabizma had a pretty good game, 22 points. Again, it's almost hitting that 22 number quite frequently now.
Right. Yeah, she's a she's a matchup nightmare. She can hit from three. She's good off the dribble. She's got a mid-range game. She's got a post-up game. You want to guard her outside with a guard, then we'll post you up. And if you want to guard her with a post player, we'll pull you outside and make you play face up. So, she's a fun person to have on the floor because we can create so many different things with her.
And then the other Brad Deary Motors MCSN player of the game, Abby Strathman, I thought did a tremendous job of rebounding and being physical because West Delaware was being a little physical.
Yeah, we know every time we go up to Manchester, we're going to get a very physical, hard-fought game where it's going to be there's going to be a lot of contact that's not called, things like that. So, and we're just familiar with that. That's their style, and we embrace it. And Abby did a real good job of playing within the rules and then controlling the boards for us. She had 10 rebounds, and a lot of those were big rebounds and good rebounds. And so, after what Marquette exposed us to on Monday in the scrimmage, it was good to come out and take a command and rebound lead and basically, win by 13 rebounds. So
I think one key point in what you said in there was Abby was able to be physical and not get in foul trouble.
Right. Oh,
which is huge.
Yeah, that's the one thing we've really worked on this year with her and for the most part, she's done a pretty good job. Occasionally, we really worked with her not to get the fouls that are so, 90 feet from the basket. That she has a tendency to pick up. She tends to occasionally reach and stuff like that, and she's done a much better job of controlling those urges. It allows her to stay on the floor, and she's a huge asset on the floor. She's even, developed a low post game, and not that she developed it, she's just comfortable with it, and she's comfortable being a scorer.
I'm waiting for her mid-range to come back again.
Oh,
she had that early on, and
yep.
It's kind of disappeared a little bit. Well, she had the leg problem.
Right.
Probably hampered her a little bit. But I'm waiting for that to come back because that got me excited.
Well, she's the same way. She can play. If she can start hitting those shots again consistently, it makes our offense that much more potent because we've got 5 girls that can score in a variety of ways. We can score. We can play an up-tempo game. We can go a half-court game. We can play face-up. We can play post-up. So it just makes one of those. It just makes it. Just gives us another weapon in the arsenal.
Speaking of another weapon in the arsenal, I think Maddie Lemke's starting to find her stride a little bit too. She's getting a little more aggressive on that offensive end.
Yep. Yeah, and that's the thing with especially with Maddie and Addie Bowman. They're juniors. They're trying to find their role. They haven't been. They went from starting JV last year and maybe playing, very limited minutes at varsity to, being counted on and being the first ones off the bench. And in some cases, depending on foul trouble, that can be pretty quick. So it's finding that role and being comfortable with it. Addie's doing a really good job on the defensive end, averaging, I think, 2 or 3 steals a game. And Maddie she's just kind of starting to come into her own in terms of her athleticism and being able to harness that and not play too fast. So the game's kind of really starting to slow down for those two.
So tonight you got Dyersville Beckman, a team that's 6-4. A little bit of an unknown to you?
Very much an unknown. You look at their scores and they beat who they should beat. But then they come out and maybe it was the first game after break, but they give DeWitt everything they could handle for 4 quarters and lose a close game by 10. I do think that we probably match up very well with Beckman in terms of being able to take advantage of what they're looking to do. We are a very athletic team, and I'm not so sure that I think Beckman and DeWitt match up pretty well girl for girl. And I think we've got several opportunities tonight where we are the more athletic. We have the more athletic girl at that spot and the more versatile girl at that spot. So, again, it comes down to us coming out, taking care of business, and if we do what we're supposed to do, hopefully we'll walk out of here with a comfortable victory.
I know Autumn's dealing with some bronchitis issues, but she is going to start and she's going to play.
Yep.
Anybody else got anything going on?
Knock on wood, no.
Not that you've heard in the last 10 minutes?
No, we had the first practice back from break. My statement to the girls was, do not share a water bottle with anybody.
Bring your own.
You bring your own. Drink your own.
BYOW.
Yep. And so, no, I mean, knock on wood, everybody's been healthy. The one game we didn't have Carrie was Marion, and we've been at full strength since then. And, we've had starting to get into a rhythm in terms of school was back in session on Monday. And, so we went back to our regular practice times, and they had kind of a normal routine. So I'm interested to see what we get tonight, because tonight, in my opinion, is probably the real first game after break, because they've got school, they've got this, that, and the other thing. When they played on Friday, they didn't have school that day, so we did a walkthrough and stuff, but they weren't in their normal
right.
routine and not up and stuff like that. And you could tell. I mean, you could tell on both sides. Both sides were very sloppy. The West Delaware coach even said, he's like, man, he goes, he complimented us on the game, but he's like, but that was ugly. I'm like, yes, it was. It was ugly, and hopefully tonight we're a little more polished. Let's put it that way.
Something could be said, right? Kate and I talked about that in the broadcast Friday night, that when you have those non-school day games and how the routine, it's hard sometimes for most teams to kind of play to normal. It's like coaches hate Saturday games. I know.
Oh, very much so.
But yet we have, three of them every year.
Right. Well, especially if we have a Saturday game and it's followed by
from a Friday night game.
Friday night game, especially if you're playing like really, really good competition Friday night. You play a long, tough, hard-fought game, and then you go into a game on Saturday, no matter who you play. From personal experience, I went down to the Bellevue Marquette game on Saturday and watched those two girls teams play. And
Marquette win that by win?
Marquette did eventually win by about, I think, 10 or 12. But you could tell that both teams were tired. They didn't do things well because they played the night before. And then you've got an inter-city game on top of it. So, yeah, those Saturday games are tough, and especially if you played the night before. It was definitely one of those things where, as much as I was trying to hound them and get them to play to game speed, it was going to be one of those things where we had to learn it on the fly.
So you got Dyersville tonight. We got Benton Community on Friday night here at home. So 2 home games this week.
Yes, that is nice.
I was kind of happy about that myself.
Me too.
let Chad deal with the weather this Friday night after we had to on last Friday night.
Exactly.
That was not a fun trip home, by the way.
No, it was not. We got to
Dyersville.
And I went from 65 down to lower highway speeds at about 50 or so, because it was not a fun drive the rest of the way. So
and then when I got from Dyersville to Zwingle, it was about 45 miles an hour. Once I got past Zwingle, the rest of the way back, I was back to green flag racing, boys.
Well, it was weird because ours was the same way until we got to Piasta, and then we got the other side of Piasta, and all of a sudden the roads were just wet again. So it was a weird storm, and thankfully West Delaware moved it up a half hour. That helped. I think it helped everybody, and go from there. So
I know I wasn't looking forward to it going home, but we survived. You got to deal with it once in a while, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
The bus terminal was closed again, so.
Oh, CJ all the way. It's one of those where she's got to be a little more, not necessarily, not aggressive, but just selfish. Trying to be too unselfish there.
Got the JV game going on, and while we're discussing the events, and when is our next Saturday game? That's not this week, but it's the week after.
I think it is the week.
Clinton.
It is not. It's the Friday after.
The 18th.
We played DeWitt, and then Solon, I think, on Friday, and then Clinton on Saturday. I think is the way it goes, and it's 2 away games, and then the Saturday game's a home game. So. We go 2 at home and then 2 away and then 1 at home, and I'm not sure what after that. So,
We've only got one long road trip left
right.
before we go to sub-state finals.
I like your thinking.
Well, you know, I've been a big supporter of this season with these girls ever
Yep.
since the end of last year. I just,
Yep.
I could tell the talent you had, and you know, just that extra year experience in some of the younger ones. It does make a big difference.
Yeah, I mean, we're confidence, you know, and it's different this year because it is we are the hunted versus the hunter. You know, the last 2 years, and I've told the girls this, the last 2 years we were trying to gain respect in the conference. This year we have a number in front of our name, and
Right.
that's not something we're ever used to. Since I've been here, that's something we've never had to play with before. That's the expectation going forward, is that we consistently stay up in the rankings. But you know, that's something new for this senior class to be that where they walk out and it's like, oh, you're expected to win.
Yep.
You know, that's different for them in any sport that we've played. So you know, they've done a good job of embracing it, and you know, we've had our ups and downs in terms of preparation and things like that. But you know, in terms of overall experience, we're still a pretty young team in terms of when you start looking at it when it's all said and done. You know, but I like where we're going.
You know, they. Speaking of the rankings, number 12 again this week,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So the girls have a chance. You got to win both this week. You can't have any slip-ups.
Right.
But then if you can go in, knock off DeWitt at DeWitt,
Mhm.
you're going to be in the – I'm going to say top 8 by that point because DeWitt's
Yeah.
in the top 10.
Well, and DeWitt's got Murderers Row this week,
Yep.
Center Point tonight, and Marion on Friday. So I mean, it's
And we've already went through that gauntlet.
yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, in one way, I'm glad we play Center Point as early as we do, because you know, we don't have to try and face them right coming back out of break. We can try and hit them at least with a little bit of stride. You know, and same with Marion the first time. So, and then the next time we get them is going to be closer to the end of the year. So we should have, you know, hopefully by that point be back into hitting stride in full strength. And, you know, that was one of the talking points last night. I told the girls, you know, these games matter. It is not just a win. Unfortunately, these days isn't just good enough.
It's style points.
It's style points. And that's going to come down to when teams start looking at comparisons. And, you know, tonight's a good game. Us and DeWitt are going to be fighting for probably home court, potentially through the playoffs. And if we do that, it's going to come down to a situation where it comes down to style points, first head-to-head, and then if we take care of that, then it's, you know, or split, then it comes down to common opponents. And so then it start looking at scoreboards and things like that. So not saying that, you know, we're purposely trying to run score up on people and stuff like that, but you also got to understand that there's, you know, all these games are important for seeding at the end of the year.
I seen. Speaking of that, I think it was the Cedar Rapids Gazette. They already came out with the mock district pairings.
I was like, wow, before even.
Hey, we got a home game.
Yeah, we get a home game. We get a bye the first
bye
round,
and a home game.
and then we get a home game, and then we'd have to go to CPU, which, you know, I mean, there's worse ones. You know,
Well, you're going to have to beat somebody to go to Des Moines
no
anyway.
doubt. And you know, we played very well against CPU for 3 quarters. The problem was the one quarter we didn't play well was the first one, and they played very, very well. They may not have played a quarter that good since then.
I think the CPU and Marion games are a microcosm of similarity because for 3 quarters, I think you outplayed both of them.
Right.
I felt our girls were far better than Marion for 3 quarters.
Yeah.
But Marion became Marion in the 4th quarter. And I'm not a coach. I'm not down on the floor, but looked like our girls playing with the lead against a team like that aren't supposed to be. I think they got a little tight.
Oh, 2 things happened. I mean, we were down carry pickup, so we're down our best defensive player.
Right.
So, you know, the right girl got going in the second half, and they put her in position to succeed, and credit their coaching staff on that. And because we didn't have Carrie, who is a definite floor leader and floor general out there, we got a little tight. We made some turnovers at the end that were maybe a little uncharacteristic. and then you've also got to understand that Marion's really good, you know. And
well, two of their top 3 players had foul trouble in the first half, sat out for a while, but they had fresh legs coming in that second half. I'm sure that played a part.
Yeah, and we were tired. I mean, you could tell we played a rotation that's normally 7. We played 6. So it's one of those things where, you know, we had other girls that stepped up and delivered good minutes and stuff. But, you know, it's one of those things where whatever you can take from it and learn from it, the benefit is that they didn't blow our doors off, and we can learn from it, you know. And the girls were upset and frustrated, but that's the sign of a good team, is that when you play a really good team and you get beat, it wasn't a moral victory. It was like we had that one and we let it get away, and we want them again. You know, that was the common theme that came out of that night, was that we want to definitely play them again and see how it goes. So,
well, if you get in that same spot against DeWitt or Marion again, when we play them again, and you figure out, and they figure out what it takes in order to secure the deal, then I'd have to say, then you got to really watch out for the team.
Well, we made huge steps last year. You know, again, not in the moral victories, but to lead at North Scott, who are the eventual state champions for basically 3 quarters, I think kind of flipped the switch for the current seniors. Like, hey, you know, maybe he actually does. He's not just blowing smoke, you know. And then to play the way we did, you know, especially against Marion, I think that, you know, the Center Point game, we could have gone one way. We could have gone one of 2 ways. That thing could have turned into what it usually does when we've played them. We just don't match up that well with them, or haven't in the past, and they've just blown our doors off. And we made runs at them consistently the whole second, you know, the second half, third quarter, fourth quarter, and ran out of gas. But it proves that, you know, if you work hard and we do what we're supposed to, and we box out and we rebound and we play defense, that we can be as good as anybody out there.
Right.
So just trying to make sure that they believe it.
What other thoughts you got?
I don't know. I'm pretty thoughtless right now. It's kind of nice to be doing game and not really down there thinking about all the different things going through my head. It's nice sitting up here just watching the JV game and seeing it from up top.
Well, maybe we can make this a thing now. We do the coaches show during this part of the night.
Yeah, that's
I like that idea.
At least she threw it away. So
instead of having to call you on the phone while you're at work, and I'm at work.
What are you talking about? Is that work related? Yeah, it is work related.
Well, we're both in the trucking department, business.
Yeah.
So it's a write-off.
Yeah, exactly. Just got to be smarter with the ball there. We have a huge size advantage, but we're falling into their trap of it looks like it's open, so I'm going to throw it. Good hustle by CJ. Now, good luck catching her. Oh, darn it. Good hands. I tell you, Michaela Birkin is it's crazy, her wingspan. I mean, you called it on both ends. That should be a foul, but
I'm surprised you haven't given me any guff yet. Oh, I see that smile. That smirk.
Yeah.
You've been waiting.
Well, my thing of it is I can't give you too much crap because I've still got to hold up my end of the bargain on that bet. So
that's right.
Yeah, so that's why I didn't really. I figured out of sight, out of mind. You know, therefore, if I don't bring it up, it's not that big of a deal. But
I forgot about that.
I wish I hadn't said anything then.
We should do that Friday night.
All right.
I don't want to do it for DeWitt. There's too much going on.
No, everybody would be like, "What's that going on?" So no, that's fine.
Let's do it Friday night.
Okay, Friday night.
Actually, I got a plan for that. I'm gonna give you my Brady jersey. I'm gonna throw on my Edelman, and I'll have Ray bring us a football, and you gotta throw me a pass out in the court.
Okay. Believe me, I'm gonna throw it 800 miles an hour. I'm gonna try and put you through the student section bleachers.
It's all right. I got hands. Well, I used to.
I don't have an arm, so the 800 miles an hour might look like a floater, probably a duck.
Speaking of, so my twin grandson's 5th birthday party was this weekend. So we had it at Backshot Pizza in Clinton. It's like just a run-of-the-mill kind of like Chuck E. Cheese type place, just a little more down, not as upscale. And so they had these games. We had this one game where you throw these rubber balls at these clowns, and it's basically like knock the bottle off type deal, but you knock these clowns. So my daughter and plays was with us, and they were playing it, and they said, "Come here and try this." So I went over there, and I picked up, a couple balls and started the game, and I threw the first one, and she thought I was going to break the machine. She goes, "You don't have to throw it that hard." I said, "I only throw balls that hard. I only bring gas."
Yeah, exactly.
I played 3 games of that. I kid you not, my arm still hurts today. That was Saturday night.
Yep.
I got done with that, and I could barely lift my arm up. I'm like, oh, my elbow.
Yeah, we were I'll occasionally go out and throw football with Gavin and stuff. And, I mean, I was never a baseball player because I didn't have an arm, and I was never I did play football, but it wasn't at the quarterback position because I didn't have an arm, and I was tiny anyway. And to this, I'll go out and I'll throw the football and just throw it around the yard. And then, yeah, it's like, oh, my God, am I so old? Because it's, I end up feeling the pain for 2 days afterwards going, God, what did I do yesterday? So
I quit playing catch with Caden when I got bifocals a few years ago.
Yeah, thankfully I don't have a son in baseball because I would have issues with that. There you go.
I missed it. It's not that he does throw hard, but he's got movement on that ball like I did when I used to throw it. And those bifocals, it's like 3 balls coming at me at once. And I'm like, just get the middle one.
Right, exactly.
I'm like, dude, you're going to kill me. I'm done.
It took me. I got progressive, so it took me a while to get used to the playing golf with them because partly it's difficult to follow the golf ball now because I'm looking at it through different parts of the lens, and you can see some far away and some not so far away, and but yeah, that's what happens when you get old.
Yep.
I'll get a little push before half to kind of spring that lead open again. If we take care of the ball, we would probably be much further ahead. That's there all game long. Beckman's tired, and we're finally taking advantage of it, which is really good. Don't foul.
When you throw Carly and Jackie out there together, the Twin Towers effect against most of these teams.
Well,
Samson and Elijah down there.
Well, yeah.
85 Elijah and Samson.
Yes. Yes.
Not 93.
No. Well, and that's just it. Beckman doesn't have very good numbers for whatever reason in their basketball program. So
they don't have a freshman team, or are they just?
I think it's a combination fresh soft team. So yeah, they don't. I think they've only got 16 or 17 total in the program or something like that. So they didn't have a freshman team for tonight, which, unfortunately, that seems to be a trend in our conference. Outside of the really big schools, most teams don't have a freshman team anymore, and it's just too bad. That for whatever reason, girls basketball doesn't seem to get the draw that girls volleyball does for whatever reason. And prime example in our conference is we've got some really, really, really good schools that are really, really good at volleyball who will struggle at basketball. And day and age of the multi-sport athlete, which really is important, has kind of gone by the wayside, and girls are more apt to specialize, especially if they can do volleyball and then softball. So that's kind of where we are, and thankfully I've worked well with the softball coach and the volleyball coach, and I encourage girls to play more than one sport because it builds a healthier body. Right. You're less likely to do knee damage and stuff like that, as opposed to if you're going to play basketball all the time. It's the same wear and tear on the same joints over and over. You're just asking for trouble.
Yeah, halftime, 26-12. JV girls on top. We'll take them on. We'll take a quick commercial break because I haven't done any commercials yet, so we'll do that. We'll be back second half. At Highway 61 Dry Cleaners, their staff is excited about the name change, and they would like to thank all of their loyal customers over the past 7 years. For a professional clean to keep you looking your best, it's Highway 61 Dry Cleaners in Maquoketa. Whether you need your favorite suit, pillow cleaned, or alterations done, Highway 61 Dry Cleaners can complete the job. Convenient drop-off locations now include the Classy Closet in Bellevue, the Family Tree in DeWitt, Anderson Pharmacy of Preston, and Holly Supermarket in Wyoming. Need a tux? Highway 61 Dry Cleaners now offers tuxedo rentals. Their professional staff can match your specific. Looking for an eye care professional that is committed to your vision health and is fully involved in the local area? Then C. Bisma Eye and Vision Center is the full-service vision specialist for you. They offer comprehensive exams, contact and lens services, and more importantly, C. Bisma Eye and Vision Center treats infections, removal of foreign bodies, and is able to treat diseases of the eye. They have glasses that meet all budgets and look forward to helping you with your vision needs. Contact them through their website at cbismaeyecare.com or call their office at 563-652-2795 to schedule an appointment and take care of your vision needs at C. Bisma Eye and Vision Center of Maquoketa. C. Bisma Eye and Vision Center is a proud sponsor of MCSN and Maquoketa Cardinal Athletics. Bluff Lake Catfish Farm has been a Jackson County treasure for more than 50 years, serving up all-you-can-eat specials Friday through Sunday in an out-of-the-way hidden gem located 5 minutes from Maquoketa Cave State Park. Friday is an 18-ounce prime rib or all-you-can-eat catfish, Saturday's all-you-can-eat haddock, and Sunday all the shrimp and fried chicken you can handle. Open Friday 4 p.m. to 10 p.m., Saturday 3 p.m. to 9 p.m., and Sunday 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. They are closed Monday through Thursday and the entire month of December. Bluff Lake Catfish Farm will give you an experience that will have you telling stories about for years to come. Don't forget to feed the ducks and the fish and check out the gift shop and the awesome waterfall, all at Bluff Lake Catfish Farm, 9301 95th Avenue in Maquoketa.
Smiles on Main, a distinguished dental care provider, conveniently located in Maquoketa, Iowa. At Smiles on Main, we have a special interest in your dental health. Dr. Salvador, Buddy Atienza, Dr. Abby Giel, and their highly qualified team of professionals will work with you to create an individualized treatment plan specifically designed to address your unique needs. Nothing exudes beauty and confidence like a bright, vibrant smile. And at Smiles on Main, we believe that everyone deserves to experience life-altering benefits of a radiant, healthy smile. Smiles on Main is located at 119 South Main Street, Suite 1 in Maquoketa, Iowa. Schedule an appointment with Smiles on Main at 563-652-4133.
Got a baseball or softball player at home? Then look to PC Sports to unlock their potential with individualized baseball and softball instructions with their personal instructors. Increase their bat speed and arm strength with proven enhancement programs. Contact PC Sports at 563-212-9685 for your player to be the best they can be. PC Sports is located at 1914 140th Street in Delmar, Iowa. The staff at PC Sports is always adding new programs and opportunities, so subscribe to their Facebook page to keep up with everything going on at PC Sports.
If you're looking for an old school cut, then Dan's Barbershop is just what you're looking for. No fancy frills, just a low-cost cut with old-time barbershop charm. Stop in and experience the social time that is lacking in this modern world. Dan's Barbershop is open Tuesday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturday, 7 a.m. to noon. Located at 301 North Main Street in Maquoketa, Iowa. And speaking of Saturdays, bring your cup of coffee and enjoy a free donut on Saturday morning, as the main topic of conversation is usually centered around Maquoketa athletics. Dan's Barbershop is a proud sponsor of MCSN, and Dan says, "Let's go Cardinals!"
In the market for a new or used vehicle? Then make sure you get to Brad Deary Motors or Brad Deary Ford in Maquoketa, Iowa. Brad Deary is the home of the half-off vehicles and the area's largest selection of new and used vehicles. Brad Deary Motors is located at 112 North 2nd Street in Maquoketa, and Brad Deary Ford is located at 1178 200th Avenue in Maquoketa. And don't forget about Brad Deary's Collision Center at 709 Muggsy Lane in Maquoketa for all your auto body needs. Visit Brad Deary's website at braddeary.com or follow them on Facebook under Brad Deary Motors. Brad Deary has been a proud supporter of the Maquoketa community and Cardinal athletics since 1985.
And back here for the second half. JV girls on top, 26-12. And Dyersville will have possession. Thanks to Coach Depke for joining us there in the first half. Dyersville comes out shooting from three. Rebounded by Carly. Chapin looking down low, tries to get to Jackie. It's tipped away. Last touch by Beckman, and it'll stay in Maquoketa ball. Dyersville to inbound. Or Maquoketa inbound, sorry. Dyersville with the rebound. Jackie to the foul line. Misses on the shot. Rebound by Dyersville. Sorry. Dealing with messing around with the setting on something. So Dyersville to throw it in. (32-12). JV team on top of Beckman. Hey, bud. Just didn't quite have the positioning underneath the rim for that one. Three-pointer misses. Carly's going to get a foul.
What's up, Zach? How are you tonight?
How's it going?
What's up, Bubble?
a good job keeping that camera on the action?
Better than I ever do.
Huh?
He does a lot better than I ever do. I'm bad at it. No, I am not. I am bad at it. Timeout.
Timber Lanes is more than just a bowling alley. It is Maquoketa's gathering place, offering a full menu of food options to try. Timber Lanes has many activities to choose from with pool table, softball, beach volleyball, and of course, bowling for all ages. So next time you're deciding what to have for your next meal, come on down to Timber Lanes. They have something for everyone.
(32-13), 3:43 to go, third quarter. 32-15, 1:20 to go here, third quarter. Almost a turnover. Cardinals being patient. Look, run some clock. Back cut. I hope Meyer, but it gets sealed off. Kayla Burton picks up her third foul. With 6 seconds left, blocked out of bounds. Maquoketa will have one last opportunity to inbound and get a shot off. Digard gets it inbound to Jackie. Out to Hope Meyer, looking to double screen for CJ. She's going to have to get it up. Jackie with the left, and it's no good. The end of 3, Cardinal girls, JV girls up 32-17 on MTSN.
The Timber Center is open and available for all to celebrate your important events. From weddings, graduations, anniversaries, celebration of life, it has space to accommodate up to 500 guests. No event too big or too small, so call Sam at 563-652-5882 to book your event today.
Nissan Cavan Insurance and Real Estate has been serving the Maquoketa community since 1925. Chris and his staff are always welcoming to new or current clients for all their insurance and real estate needs. Nissan Cavan is located at 111 West Platte Street in Maquoketa, or visit their website at nissancavininsuranceandrealestate.com. Call them at 563-652-5171 to discuss your home buying or selling or insurance needs. Nissan Cavan is a proud sponsor of Maquoketa athletes from youth leagues through high school sports and all of the Maquoketa and surrounding communities.
Older. Nice cut. Oh, just unable to finish. Oh, nice takeaway. We'll call that a pass. Got blocked. At Highway 61 Dry Cleaners, their staff is excited about the name change and they would like to thank all of their loyal customers over the past 7 years. For a professional clean to keep you looking your best, it's Highway 61 Dry Cleaners in Maquoketa. Whether you need your favorite suit, dress, leather items, pillow cleaned, or alterations done, Highway 61 Dry Cleaners can complete the job. Convenient drop-off locations now include the Classy Closet in Bellevue, the Family Tree in DeWitt, Anderson Pharmacy of Preston, and Holly Supermarket in Wyoming. Need a tux? Highway 61 Dry Cleaners now offers tuxedo rentals. Their professional staff can match your specific color needs while saving you several trips out of town. So for exceptional service and convenience, stop by and see them at Highway 61 Dry Cleaners, 108 South Jones Avenue in Maquoketa, or call them at 563-652-3641. .337 to go. 35-20. Looking for an eye care professional that is committed to your vision health and is fully involved in the local area? Then C. Bisma Eye and Vision Center is the full-service vision specialist for you. They offer comprehensive exams, contact and lens services, and more importantly, C. Bisma Eye and Vision Center treats infections, removal of foreign bodies, and is able to treat diseases of the eye. They have glasses that meet all budgets and look forward to helping you with your vision needs. Contact them through their website at cbismaeyecare.com or call their office at 563-652-2795 to schedule an appointment and take care of your vision needs at C. Bisma Eye and Vision Center of Maquoketa. C. Bisma Eye and Vision Center is a proud sponsor of MCSN and Maquoketa Cardinal Athletics. And welcome to Maquoketa on this Tuesday night. School's back in session, and the girls are on the home court gym as the boys are in Dyersville Beckman. Girls, meanwhile, here at home hosting Dyersville Beckman Blazers at 6-4. And our own Maquoketa Cardinals coming in with a record of 7-2 and ranked number 12 in 3A this week, as they will try to maintain that ranking with another win tonight, hopefully. JV game is getting close to finishing up right now. The JV girls have a 35-23 lead with about 2:40 to go. Here shortly, we're going to have the Coach Depke show that Coach and I sat down here in the first half of the JV game and chatted a little bit about the game from Friday night, a little bit of a look ahead and some other things going on. So stay tuned for that. We'll run that, and then we'll come back with the girls varsity game here on MCSN. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with the Coach Depke show. It'll be live audio tonight with video delay later on MCSN.